If we want to fish accurately and precisely, we need to mark the fishing line that's wound onto the spool of our reel in some way. There are several ways to do this, but perhaps the simplest and most effective tool is a line marking pen, which allows us to leave a clearly visible mark on our main line. This is the clearly visible white stripe, which in this case I'm applying to the black fishing line. This helps me to always return to the exact same spot with centimeter accuracy where I cast my rig. This clearly visible white stripe is extremely hard to wear off from the main line, and another advantage is that, as you can see, when I wind it onto the reel spool, it really stands out in contrast. It almost glows under any circumstances. It is also much harder to wear off. It's very hard to scrape off, for example, compared to a mark left by a permanent marker. The reason for this is that it has a fast-drying material structure. I don't know its exact composition. It's a marker that was originally not developed for anglers, but for fishermen. These markers can be used perfectly even in wet environments. For example, fishermen use them to mark wet fish storage containers. Or, believe it or not, divers also use them when they need to mark objects underwater. They are available in our range under the brand name Magic Pen in 5 different colors: white, purple, red, fluorescent yellow, and black. The lighter colored versions, such as the bright white, the vibrant red, and the striking fluorescent yellow. These particular versions are clearly and practically suitable for effectively marking darker colored lines, while the darker color variants, such as the deep purple, are designed for different applications. And deep black are clearly and precisely intended for creating a strong, contrasting mark on lighter, more translucent lines, such as delicate translucent lines or vibrant yellow lines. Or, if we want to mark several different distances precisely, it's practical to use a line marker of a different color on the same main line. In this case, I used a white one once, and now I'm marking it with a red color. This way, I'll know that, for example, the white marks 35 meters, while the red marks, say, 45 meters on my line. Thanks to the 2 different colors, I can easily distinguish between the 2 different distances. As we use this line marking pen, the tip gradually wears down, and many people mistakenly think that this is all there is to it, and once it's worn out, it has to be thrown away. That's not the case at all. There's a clever twist mechanism located at the very end, and if you begin to turn it quite firmly and with a steady hand, you'll be genuinely surprised to discover that there's actually much, much more usable material contained inside than it initially appeared. And as it gradually wears down over time, the valuable material is slowly and progressively used up completely. This line marking part comes out of it like this. The valuable line marker for us. To exaggerate a bit, if you buy one of these, I'm not saying you'll be able to use it for the rest of your life, but it will serve you for years because it contains so much line marking material that it's really more than enough. This, if you like, is at least 5 centimeters, which by the time it wears down will withstand quite a few markings. And of course, this is the case with all of these markers. Those of you who are here watching this short film and have already used line marking pens are probably right to ask, okay, but what's new about this? Basically nothing. I chose the colors that we ourselves use most often during our fishing trips. We found a reliable manufacturer who has been making such products in excellent quality for years, even decades. But what's even more important than that is the price of the product range and the individual products. Until now, it was not possible to buy a line marking pen of this quality at such a price. Check it out in our web shop, and if you like it, give it a try.